Going up now, Friars Legacy, the red light activated. They're about to move. There they go now. They're off and they're racing. Ginger and Tonic won the start. Rasmus has good early speed. He came out very quickly, the favourite, SAAM Time Lucky, and Friars Legacy is going to zip around the outside, get up in front of him. He had to just check off heels there. He throws the head around as Maximus Impact also goes forward as they work over into the back straight. Settles down a little bit better now, the hot pot. Only he's inside next is Ginger and Tonic. A length away, Horace. Further back, Flinders Lane, Only Us, and Way to Go brings up the tail as they work down the back straight, and they go out by the 1,000 mark, and the grey Rasmus in control, leading by a length over Friars Legacy. Maximum Impact is up running third, and then SAAM Time Lucky down on the rail. Ginger and Tonic is next. After 3/4, Horace. A further two, Flinders Lane, Only Us, and the tail ender is Way to Go as they work along past the 750. Rasmus had them running. It's Rasmus towards the turn. Friars Legacy running second. Maximum Impact has covered additional ground down on the inside. Ginger and Tonic. He's starting to ride along SAAM Time Lucky as they approach the home turn. He now works onto the bridle here, and he's finding a bit of rhythm and he's finding a bit of room at the top of the home straight. Flinders Lane is next. Rasmus led them. Friars Legacy on the outside with SAAM Time Lucky. Wanted to lay in at the 275. SAAM Time Lucky stoked up now, and he revs away. He goes clear now. SAAM Time Lucky. Flinders Lane further back runs on, but SAAM Time Lucky has cleared out, and he's home for the money if you've taken the shorts. SAAM Time Lucky won it clearly from Flinders Lane. Rasmus battled back on the inside for third in front of Friars Legacy. Ginger and Tonic, a gap Only Us. Horace, Maximum Impact drop right out, and the tail ender, Way to Go. Number one, SAAM Time Lucky, not the easiest of rides for Steve Parnham there as he was being crossed early on. The horse wanted to throw his head around, and Steve had to really drop his hands down and just get the horse to come back underneath of him and settle, which he did. And then coming down the side, he was stoking him up, just trying to get him to work up onto the bridle. Didn't take long when he did. He had the leaders well and truly covered. He's bounded away and gone on to score by paddles of fencing from Flinders Lane, Rasmus, Friars Legacy. Pushed to 180 at the finish of betting. SAAM Time Lucky. Flinders Lane 650 continued its good form. Rasmus $13. The winners by Toronado from Ros Martini for Steve Kilner, Nev Parnham, A Bodmer, R McKinley, B Bradshaw, L Lucas, S French, Mrs A Williams, M Self, L Baker. He's now won twice from 8 starts, but boy, he's been amongst the place getters on many other occasions. In fact, he has been placed 5 times out of those previous 7 runs. Prepared by Nifty Neville Parnham and ridden by Stephen Parnham. Second placing, Flinders Lane 6 by Patronise from Com C, trained by Josh Brown, Willie Pike aboard, and Rasmus number 5, who led them, the Machino Miss Raysana Gelding, trained by Campbell McCallum, ridden by Holly Watson. 3.5 lengths, 2.5 lengths the margins in 137.43, and they zipped home in 34.97. Still a long way from being the finished product is this horse. Still does quite a few things wrong. Wants to lay in when he immediately goes under pressure, but he does fight, he does find, and he's certainly got plenty of tenacity. Race 5, the Schweppes Handicap. Class 1 over 1,300. The next today, no changes. Let's join Lockie down in the yard, and a pretty good day for those prepared to take the short odds so far. SAAM Time Lucky giving them no concerns whatsoever over the final 250.
Thanks, Darren. Very nice win from SAAM Time Lucky as Neville Parnham joins you now. Neville, congratulations on the win. Last start, he was on a Saturday, back to midweek grade. What were your expectations of him coming to here this afternoon, potentially en route to a Guineas?
Yeah, look, I brought him here today to... I thought it was an easier option than drawing a bit awkward in the Faritha and just try to cement his start in the Guineas. You know, his prize money is sort of probably border at the time, but... I know they do drop off, but I just wanted to make sure. So decided to put him in this midweek, give him a week and a half between now and the Guineas, and try and give him a bit of a kill, and it's worked perfectly for us.
Ultimately, do you feel like he's up to the WA Guineas level? Do you feel like he has what it takes to be competitive at an each-way quote in 10 days' time?
I do, yeah. You know, because the pennies are starting to drop with the horse, and I think he's just starting to learn, and that was a good thing for him to run away from there from him today. Like he's been placed to Budalazi and Ruben Sealing, and they're probably contenders for a Guineas as well. So I think all his form throughout his career has been okay, and he's just been a bit unlucky or sort of just beaten himself because he's just been mentally not quite there. But he's over the last few weeks he's just starting to sort of work it all out. So yeah, I think he'll be pretty competitive in that race.
In terms of improvement in him between now and the Guineas, is it more so the experience of a win rather than fitness for a horse like him?
It's just for him to have a kill, and just have a bit more experience, and for him to run away like that it showed me that there's potential there for him to go a bit higher in the grades.
Can Across Generations run a cheeky race at a price later today?
I think he will. I think he's in, things have not gone his way in his last run, but he's a bit of a quirky horse, but he's drawn where he's drawn today. He should be in the moving line, and if he can, I'm hopeful he can run in the top 3 or 4.
A nice win here, well done.
Thank you.
There's Neville Parnham after the win of SAAM Time Lucky. Scotty's best of the day salutes. The punters weren't afraid to jump in at the shorts, and you can understand why, because that was a very dominant performance, Scott.
WAP was actually quite interesting in the end. Lockie got in as short as 165 when they were behind the barriers, but right back out to 180 on the jump. But in the end, all's well that ends well. And Stevie Parnham joins us now. Stevie, a nice confidence booster for a horse that clearly has ability.
Yeah, it was a really... Sorry, a bit dry there. Really good display today. He jumped from a really good gate and travelled sweet. A couple of the other races, he sort of hasn't quite got his head there and done the job, whereas today he certainly put him away and run away with him.
No doubt it was awkward for you having that one that was 3 deep in a cover to your outside, but also probably for the horse, not a bad experience.
Yeah, it was wanting to lay on me a little bit, but for a 3-year-old, he's had a number of runs his prep, and he's starting to get used to it. He got into a bump last start as well and come out of that good. So yeah, he's sort of meeting a bit of what the older horses have got to show him, and yeah, it's going to put him in good stead for when he heads back to the Guineas in a week and a half time.
10 days' time. Can he measure up with those good ones?
Oh, look, it's hard to say. The Faritha form line looks very strong. King and Light and a few of the others. So, but he's had the run over a mile, which is going to be a plus in his corner. So we'll go out there and give it a good shake, and never know.
Can you win the feature race on the weekend, which is obviously race number 4?
We'll do our best. I think that's probably the race I've got to do the most form for, and see how we go.
I get it wrong. Well done.
Can't do. No, so thank you.
There's Stevie Parnham. Scotty, of course, alluding to the happy 40th birthday Jess Parnham handicap. Obviously, Stevie's wife. So he'll be doing his best to get the job done in the 4th on Saturday afternoon. But a really nice win from SAAM Time Lucky, who is still 50 to 1 in the all-in market for the WA Guineas. He takes out the 4th here at Belmont.